Muchísimas gracias, compañeros. Qué gusto que sigan con nosotros a través de esta transmisión de Fundación Telmex Telcel. Y les tenemos una gran sorpresa en este momento. Como ustedes han visto, tenemos invitados especiales a lo largo de esta jornada de México Siglo XXI. Y hoy tenemos la gran oportunidad de platicar con la doctora Joy Buolamwini, experta en inteligencia artificial, escritora y quien nos ha compartido cosas maravillosas durante su presentación en el escenario de México Siglo XXI. Welcome, Dr. Joy.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a real pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
I want to start with your first opinion about you just shared a really powerful message to the young people in your stage appearance. What do you hope they carry in their hearts from this experience?
I really hope that as they're thinking about the future and as they're thinking about technology, it's so easy to focus on the technical component and forget our humanity. So I hope what they take away is that the heart of computing, the heart of artificial intelligence has to be our humanity. So asking, are these technologies that we're creating actually serving the communities we care about? Or is it making inequality worse? And if so, what can we do about it? Because the story of AI is still being written. We don't just have to accept what it is right now. We can envision a different future for it and then make it happen.
But you say something really important. Don't forget humanity. Humanity. Do you believe this is something too many people are forgetting to adopt technology?
I think sometimes when people get so excited about the newness of a technology, we forget to ask who's benefiting, but also who's being harmed. And I think where the humanity piece gets lost is when we stop asking who's being harmed by this technology or who isn't being served by the technology as well. So I don't think it's intentional. I think there's excitement and enthusiasm. Let's see where all of this tech can go. And then at the end of the day, wait, what happened to the jobs? Right? Were we thinking about that? What happened to how people think about themselves or see society? Now we have technologies that don't reflect our cultures. So if we're not intentional about making sure that these new technologies are inclusive, that they're representative, then we end up erasing ourselves. But it doesn't have to be that way. Again, we still get to write the story.
Yeah, that's very important. Return to the enthusiasm that you're talking about that. How do you feel the young people here in Mexico Siglo XXI? What surprises you the most about standing in front of those young people?
So this morning in my hotel room, I woke up, I thought I woke up early. It was 4:30 a.m. and there were young people all queued up. The event doesn't start until 9, and just seeing thousands of people outside my window ready and eager to better themselves and to come together in community, that was amazing to see. I might have gone back to sleep so I could get a few more hours of rest, but I was like, okay, they're really excited to be here so early in long queues. I saw thousands of people outside my window.
Wow, that's amazing, right?
Yes.
10,000 young people.
Yeah.
Exciting to learn.
Early on a Friday morning.
Yeah, on Friday morning, especially on Friday morning.
Right.
But they ready to try to learn.
Yes.
And how do you feel about the young people when they have this intention to learn all day something more special?
I think it's inspiring to see that fire, that desire, the enthusiasm. And I think it's also important. It took me a while to learn this, the importance of rest. And so when my family, we moved to the United States, we were coming in as immigrants. And we were there because of educational opportunities. So I'd study hard, work hard, and I want to make my parents proud. And, went all the way to a PhD at MIT and things of that nature. And I found at some point that the enthusiasm is good, and it also has to come with a sense of taking care of ourselves, especially when we're so motivated to support the people around us, to honor our families, right? To give back, to be able to support. And if you don't take time to take care of you, you might not necessarily have enough energy and strength to be as useful as you want to be. And so I think the enthusiasm is great. The hard work is always necessary. You don't reach your goals without it. And at the same time, it's okay sometimes to take a pause and to rest so that you can come back even stronger.
Yeah, it's important back to the values. Or personal values or family values. Do you believe this is important for your formation as a human being?
Absolutely, because it comes back to your motivation and your why. So when I started doing computer science, for me, the why was the heart of computing is humanity. And so how can I use these technical skills to help other people? So I started all kinds of companies. I had a hair care technology company. So the way we were helping you was helping make your hair look good, right? But we had an ed tech company and worked in health tech as well. And so I think it's important to definitely think about how to serve your community and also follow what's exciting for you. I'm a poet. Sometimes I have the opportunity to model. You don't just have to fit in one box. And sometimes the thing that makes your heart sing, not everybody completely understands that, but I would still encourage you to pursue it, even if there isn't an immediate path, because it's something that brings you joy. I think that's really important to value as well.
Well, that's very important. Back to the technology. You showed the basis that exists in facial recognition system, right? How can we, in our daily lives, all days, spot or questions this technology?
Yeah, I think it's important that when we're approaching new technology, we understand it's not perfect. Because what I found in the earlier days is if a technology would go wrong, sometimes people would blame themselves. Like, oh, maybe I messed up, maybe I'm not doing it correctly, you know, and sometimes there's some of that. But I think overall, being open to questioning technology and saying, is this accurate? Is this right? You know, not just taking it that a machine has given this information, so I must now accept it 100%. So I think it's important to have that curiosity, to ask questions, to maybe say maybe, right? Maybe there's a different answer as well.
All right, all the time. Okay. Why do you think it's so important for young people, not just government or companies, the young people, to pay attention to how AI is being used in a scholar, with your family, with your friends?
Yeah.
How do you put the spotlight?
The spotlight on AI is important right now because you have so many different areas of our everyday life adopting it. So you might have people who are hiring using AI to determine who gets hired or not. You have AI being used in school admissions, right, to see who has access to educational opportunities. You even have AI on dating apps, figuring out who you get connected with in your love life and all of these things. And so because AI is shaping our lives, it's important that we understand what it is and also how we can use it for the things we want, not just have to accept what other people are creating.
AI is an ally or is an enemy or neither of both?
I think AI is a frenemy.
All right.
You know?
Frenemy.
It's a frenemy. It's a little bit of both. It's complex, right? So there are the parts that are amazing and there are the parts that are frightening. And I don't think we have to throw away everything just because there are difficult portions. But I think we have to be careful. And so just like when it comes to asking questions, are these answers that I'm being fed by the AI system actually accurate, right? Does this reflect our society, our culture? So I think when we approach it with, yes, there are benefits that we want from this technology, but not at the expense of our economy, not at the expense of our environment. So I do believe there are ways we can build AI better. But it's not the way we're currently seeing AI systems being made.
Do you give us a final message for those scholarships and the people to watch us in this on this transmission? What do you say to people?
I think in this time where the world can feel like nightmares all around, when you read the headlines, you see what's going on, that it's so important to continue to dream and to have a vision for yourself and for your life that embraces who you truly are. So for me, I'm a poet. Yeah. I'm also Dr. Joy with my PhD from MIT, national best-selling books and all of these things. And that wouldn't have been possible if I buried the artist within me, if I said, oh, that part's not important. And so I think it's important to continue to hold on to your dreams, even if you might feel discouraged about it, because I am an example of going up against all of the odds. There aren't that many people who look like me, dress like me, who are in the AI world and have a platform of being a leading world expert. And that is because I believed in myself and I had a community of support that said, keep dreaming, we're here to support you. So that's what I would say to the students, keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming.
And to dream, you need a sleep, so stay rested.
That's right. Thank you very much for your time, Dr. It's a real pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Muchísimas gracias. Y bueno, continuamos con la transmisión de México Siglo XXI. Ya escucharon qué gran mensaje. Sueñen, sigan siendo ustedes. Y el front enemy, que es la AI, ya lo iremos descubriendo. Sigamos adelante con México Siglo XXI.